Okay, I hope everyone is feeling good. You do not have to memorize this story problem, but you do need to know what the different variables stand for. So I want to do another problem with you, one that's going to involve logs. Okay, we start with $3,000. The question is, how long would it take to get to $12,000 if you get 8% interest and it's compounded daily? So A is the final amount, so that's 12,000 equals the principal, the starting amount, times 1 plus the rate in decimal, which would be 0.08, compounded daily, raised to the NT, which would be 365T. So the first thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by the principal. This has a power to it, so you can't multiply these two things. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3,000. So I'm going to have 4. So another way of saying this problem is, how long would it take to have a multiple of 4? 4 times what you start with. Then I'm going to combine this here. So I have 0.08 divided by 365 plus 1. And I would have 1.000219, and then I'm going to approximate here to the 365T. Now I'm going to take the log of both sides, because my unknown is in the power. So I'd have 365T log of 1.000219. Now I didn't want to abbreviate here because then it would just be 1. So that's why I kept it for a while. So I'm going to do divide both sides to get the 365T by itself. So I'm going to take the log of 4 and divide it by the log of 1.000219, and I get 6325.03. Then I'm going to divide that by 365. And I get 17 years. About 17 and a third years. So, oops. So I plugged in all the values, got rid of the principal. So I'm actually, how long does it take to get 4 times my starting if I have 8% interest? Now, if you started with 20,000, then in 17 years, you would have 80,000. Now, the incredible thing of what I was trying to show you yesterday, when you get to the 40th and 50th year, that's when it really explodes. So yesterday's problem, you got 1.8 million. Now, some people say, but Mr. Murphy, 1.8 million in 60 years or whatever the problem was yesterday, it would only probably be like 1.2 million. Well, wouldn't you like 1.2 million or 1 million? Whatever's going on. So I have 2 problems I want you to do for Tuesday. The first one, if you put $10,000 on your credit card and pay nothing for 4 years, how much would you owe if it's compounded monthly and interest is 18%? Now, you got to be careful because credit cards, they can raise it to 24 if you're not watching. Then the second problem, you want 20,000, you have 10. Another way of saying this is, how long does it take till your money doubles? Because you have 10, it's going to 20. How long would it take if you get 6% interest compounded daily. Okay, so that's the 2 problems I want you to do for homework. Now, by Sunday at noon, Sunday at noon, I want you to have this quiz done. So here's the first part. Name that graph. Then it's right as a log and then right as an exponential. Then it's find x. Then the last part is if log of 9 is 0.95, what is log of 9,000, log of 3, and log of 1/9? So for those of you doing this, well, my 8th graders, really my elementary school kids, you might have to freeze this to get every problem. Now, just send me the answers, and you might want to show a little work on an email. So my DC kids, send me an email. My high school kids, or I should say all my elementary, Sacred Heart, send it by email. So here's the top part, name that graph. Here's the right as a log, right as an exponential. Then find x. Then the last part is given this. Find this, this, and this using laws of logarithms. I'll even give you a tip. Laws of logs. Now, for my high school students, I'm going to put this on Schoology. So I want you to send it to me through Schoology when you get it done. So I'm going to attach it on Schoology. I'm going to call it Quiz 1. So for my guys, not freeze this. I'm moving it up one more time. And then here's find x. And then here's the law of logarithms. Now you could say, Mr. Murphy, you're not looking in my house. I'm going to cheat. Well, that's your choice. This is worth 110 points. These are 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. And then these are 10. That's 4 of them. That's 40. And 3 of these, that's 3 more. That would be 30. Now be careful with this. Now remember, you know log of 9, but you also know one more. I'm going to help you here. You know the base, so you can use that in your help too. So probably the trickiest one is probably this one, I would think. But we'll see. This is tricky. Ooh, how do we get 3 from 9? I just don't know. Interesting. Think about it, my honors. And for my high school kids, this is going on Schoology. For my non-high school kids, you're going to send it to me to murphyp@divinechildhighschool.org. Or just go to the school website and it's got my email there. murphyp@divinechildhighschool.org. Of course, the @ is the symbol. But my high school kids, I want you to do it on Schoology. So I think I've showed you that enough. So do your best. And then this will be due Tuesday, 2 story problems. And Monday we're going to finish up logs if life is good. Have a good day.